Welcome back to Mama Sue's Kitchen. I'm making a dish this afternoon that I like, but my husband doesn't like it. So he has a meeting at church tonight where they'll be eating, and I thought this will be a good time for me to make this for me. It's one of Paula Dean's dishes that she serves at her restaurant, the Lady and Sons, and it is okra and tomatoes cooked together with some other ingredients. She serves it over rice, but it's mighty good on cornbread also. So I'm going to make it tonight, and I will make sure my son-in-law Sean has some. Amy doesn't like the okra that's boiled in it either, but I'm going to show you how it's done. The first thing that I'm going to do is turn my stove on, and you chop 3 slices of bacon, and that's what I did. I chopped up 3 of the slices. It's an onion where I had cut it, and we're going to get it to cooking. It's a simple dish that that's really good, and I like to have okra, the whole little pods of okra that I'll put on my purple whole peas after I finish or almost finish cooking them. I'll just lay them on top and just let them cook on low, and that okra just gives the peas the best taste, I think. And now Harold will eat that, but he doesn't like boiled okra. But anyway, the recipe calls for the 3 slices of bacon that's chopped up, and it calls for an onion chopped, 2 cloves of garlic, a tablespoon of sugar. I don't know if I said garlic or not. I think I did. And a tablespoon of chicken base. Now, this is called better than bouillon roasted chicken base. And it really does make dishes taste so much better than if you'd have just put a bouillon cube. And it is like a paste, really. You can tell that I have used a lot of it. But I'll show you. We're going to add that to it. But this, it's beginning to... It's just beginning to cook a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead, while that bacon is cooking, I've done my onion. 1 onion chopped, and I get it in my chopper. Just going to cook those together a little bit. You would use 2 14-ounce cans of diced tomatoes or 1 28-ounce can. But I just chopped some of my fresh tomatoes so that it equals the same amount of ounces. I peeled them and chopped them. And you can use frozen okra or fresh. And I use the fresh okra. You want 3 cups of that. But we're going to saute the tomatoes and onions and garlic and all together before we ever add the okra. We'll put just a little butter in there. Smelling mighty good. 2 cloves of garlic in the mince. A half a teaspoon equals 1 clove, so 1 teaspoon would be 2. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in now. Stir that a little bit. y'all liked the pecan pie cobbler that I did the last post. Harold really likes it. It's really rich, so you don't need very much of it for sure. Okay, you can see that the onions are beginning to brown just a little and turn translucent. So what I'm going to do is go ahead, add my tomatoes. And I'm going to put a tablespoon of sugar. I've already measured it out. That will make the tomatoes more mellow. It won't give them such a sharp taste. Then it calls for a tablespoon of the chicken paste. Let me get another measuring since that one had salt. But you can see it's just yellow paste and it's made from roasted chicken. Okay. If you wanted to put some green pepper in it, you could, but I just like tomatoes and okra. And then salt and pepper to taste. I'm going to put more pepper than I put salt because the chicken paste has a little salt to it. I'm going to put about a teaspoon of pepper and just a little salt. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a lid on this and I'm going to simmer it for about 20 minutes, and I'll be back in a little bit and we'll add the okra and I'll tell you what to do next, what we'll do next. Okay, I have simmered the tomatoes for 20 minutes and my timer went off, and that's what they look like, cooked down with the bacon in it and the onion. Smells really good. Now I add my 3 cups of chopped okra. I'm going to mix that in. And simmer this for 20 more minutes. And then it'll be ready to eat with some rice or cornbread. So we'll be back in 20 minutes. Okay, I've cooked the okra for 20 minutes. You can see the bacon in there, the okra, the onions. It smells so good, and I went ahead and I cooked some rice because I didn't want to make cornbread just for me, and since Harold wasn't going to be here. So I'm just going to put just a little bit over this. Put a little pepper. I already put some, but I like pepper. And let's just give it a taste. It's hot. Scout, you want some? He smells it and it is delicious. If you like boiled okra, this is Paula Dean's Okra and Tomatoes, and it is really good, really good. Before I leave today, I want to encourage you to do something for me. You know, there's some lonely people, there's sad people, there's just unhappy people out there. But I want you to think of somebody that you can either call, send a text, or a card, and just tell them you were thinking about them and you wanted them to know that they're special. You don't ever know what that'll do. Be salt and light wherever you go, and let others see Jesus in you. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you soon.